Evening everyone, how are we all doing tonight? Hope we're well. Welcome along SG and Milton. Say welcome Milton, we've been speaking for the last couple of hours anyway. So bring it, you two back in here again. Please don't rant now.
Okay.
Control the rantage now, you're live. So we're back on Knuston again. So we try and get these sugar beet finished tonight. So this time what we're going to do is I'll just finish doing this block myself, then I'll put a helper onto it. Except someone forgot to save the GPS course earlier on here again. Evening without, how are we doing? If you go mention why it's mentioning restream, I have no idea because I've not set up Twitch to stream yet. So I don't quite know what's going on with this. Will be going on Twitch at some point as well, but I just haven't quite got that far yet. I got distracted. Hey Rabbit Man, how are you doing? You mean you're sacrificing my stream for sport 1174? Shame. I feel most offended. I have, without myself and Milton were looking at earlier. Yeah, what can we say about it? The Fiat colour is wrong and the blue power colour is wrong on it, which is very unusual for Forbidden Mods mod. They usually get things right like that. I've got the Fiat colour as red for some reason and not the terracotta.
Yeah.
And the blue power one is just standard dark blue and not metallic. I don't quite know what they've done there. Dare I ask what game we're talking about? Bear in mind I don't follow any form of sport.
Yeah, we have Dal. He's an expert on that game.
Yeah. If there's a sport for eating nice donuts, I'd probably win it, but that's about it. Or cookies.
Oh, we're talking about Liverpool winning the league. They're going to lose tonight, so... Oh, well.
Right, the T5 itself is a nice tractor without it's the FBM colours. If you get it in the standard blue, it's fine. And the communal version in orange looks like some sort of giant tangerine. Can't fault the mod itself, it's the colour choices.
Other than that, it is a nice mod.
Yeah, it's a really nice mod other than the colours they've picked. If it wasn't for the colours, I'd be doing a review on it. Oh, that's a good challenge, that one, Rabbit Man. As you've probably seen from my Meta Groove one I've been doing. Hi William, how are we doing? Uh-oh, don't read chat, Dal. We've got football talk going on. Yeah, I think we'll leave that one there, 1174. I had a feeling that was kicking a bag of wind about you were talking about.
Yeah. I do.
Hey Stephen, how are we doing tonight? If I want to see a bag of wind being kicked about, I'd no, that one was my fault, Al. I did ask him.
Just a really quick fact, right? Bot hasn't beaten Newcastle. So just let him listen to that one. I'm done.
This is why we don't like football talk.
No, we're finished.
You will be the way your team is playing. Didn't say that.
Yeah, don't kick off till 7:45, isn't it? So you've got plenty of time to watch it.
Well, that's alright then.
Yep.
Yeah, football chat is actually banned, William. I'm not a sports fan, so we don't talk about it in here, usually. Hi Sam, how are you doing tonight? The feeling you might still be there, Stephen. He didn't hear you, Dal.
I'll not repeat it.
That's no good, is it?
Ooh, it says SG.
Good, thanks, Sam. Behave yourself, beat harvester. Now the steering modes want to play up, do they? No. Keep moving, Stephen. That'll, as long as you take it easy, you'll be alright. Yeah, that is the new trailer. I've got a couple of interesting screenshots of that from lunchtime stream of Sugarbeat going straight through the floor. That's a good point. Where's Nightbot?
Let's give him a kick.
Yeah, best way, Stephen. That's alright, William. Usual sort of rules for any stream in here. Nightbot seems to have gone on vacation again. Is there anything in your log 1174 about that? Always best to ask. Think these ones might be slightly out of date. There's a Rule 8 which is no football. I haven't added it on those ones yet. Oh no! Nightbot has woken up. I put the rules in, Nightbot wakes up. That's happened before, hasn't it?
Yeah.
When I do something.
Well, it is Saturday, after all.
Yeah, I think those of a farming background are not the best patients when it involves lying still. Yeah, Nightbot just needs a good kick from me by putting something in. A Nightbot just needs a good kick sometimes to get it to behave. Oh, blimey.
What?
Oh yeah, I would try removing the no auto lower mod or course play then. If I had to guess, course play. If there's a mod conflict.
Yeah, take course play. Because course play is having some issues
Yeah.
at the moment.
Course play is an issue, it's not just having them.
It used to be fine until
Yeah.
they updated.
So I still won't even install it on here. I've seen the amount of trouble it causes VF in his streams. There's no way I'm installing it for live streaming.
I've not used it for a while actually.
I'm quite happy just using GPS really and helpers. Whip the headlands off myself and put a helper on it. Yeah, that does without Wopster needs to sort that one. It doesn't need to report everything into the log it's doing. Ah, I think you might have it with that last one, 1174. Manual attach definitely causes errors.
Oh, that's fine. Good point. I've got to take it off. I'll still got it on.
That's why I took it off here. I was having problems with it.
Yeah, I was having problems too with manual attach.
Manual attach has numerous problems, Stephen. Unfortunately, at the moment. You shouldn't get too many mod conflicts on console. You might get the odd one. So I did have the odd one in 17 with mods, which were tested to the highest standards by giants. So we know they thoroughly test mods, there's never any errors on them.
Yep.
There was not even a hint of sarcasm in that whatsoever.
Oh.
Yeah, I've had issues on here with it. When I got the dev console up the other night using manual attach on here, it's absolutely jam-packed with errors relating to it. Ah, interesting, Stephen. It works on the 6920S mod. I've had it okay on that, but there's problems hooking combine headers on with it. Something like that, 1174. That doesn't surprise me, William, at all. That one. Oh, this is going to get confusing now. Not so much for me, but for you two Williams. Interesting. GPS has sensed the telegraph pole. However, you can drive straight through them, so we will do. That's interesting, Stephen. Which map were you playing on when it done that? I've not had any real big issues with the 1.3 on the maps I've been playing. Nothing like I was fearing anyway. Yes, I have, Sam. It's not installed on here currently, but I've got it elsewhere. I'm playing with it. Okay, Will. At least you'll know who I'm talking to then. Ah. Would you happen to be using Courseplay at that point in time, Stephen? As well? Courseplay 1.3 patch and Marwell. That was an interesting combination, wasn't it, Milton?
Well, yeah, very interesting.
Was it your tractor who got shot through a hedge?
No, it was Downs. Mine was with the combine.
Oh yeah, my tractor went off the map and just carried on going.
Yeah, my problem was with the combine. It was always spinning around.
The AdBlue mod mostly works on in-game vehicles, as long as they've got an AdBlue script in the XML files.
Yeah.
It then gives you the effect of needing AdBlue like the real tractors, basically. Uses it at the same time as fuel, and you can buy it in cans, bulk, or tanks. So I haven't installed it on here yet. I like to test things elsewhere before I put them on the live stream map. Welcome along, by the way. Yeah, I've still got 17 save game on the go. '19's been getting considerably better, especially with some of the mods we've had in the past week. What we found. I'll certainly take a look at Air Island once it's been sorted, Stephen. It is a nice map, basically. Yeah, it is, Will. That's there, but I think the original plan was Giants were going to use AdBlue, weren't they? From memory.
They must have thought that. I'm sure it wouldn't.
I'm sure originally in one of their little chats they had with VF and Co, they said there was going to be AdBlue. Well, hopefully you won't have to wait too much longer for Meadow Grove now. And I don't think if you like small maps you'll be disappointed with it at all. So it's a fantastic map. And how long ago is it that you guys actually started testing Meadow Grove now, Dal?
God, I ain't got a clue.
So is it 6 or 8 weeks since I came on board with it? You've been testing it a long while before that, haven't you?
Around about January.
Yeah. So Meadow Grove has been well tested.
Yeah.
And if you can find a single floating thing on there, we'll be absolutely astounded. Given how much time we've spent looking for them. Mercury Farms is a nice map. I do play on that one a little bit. That's where the animals and arable videos come from that I put out once or twice a week. Yeah, that's what they're failing it for. That's the thing. That's the more annoying bit. Well, speak devil and look who turns up. Yeah. Welcome along, Nath. Did you sense that Meadow Grove was being discussed?
With lurking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hiding in the shadows again. I think Nath will be glad when it's released. He'll stop be asked when's it coming then. Certainly was. 1174. And boy was I having fun on that pit on there. Of course we're saying nice stuff, Nathan. We're saying if they could find anything floating on there we'd be absolutely astonished. Unlike some of the maps out there. Hey Timelapse, how we doing? Well, to be fair, a lot of the maps currently are failing on stupid things. And then you get something like this lorry bulker, which I shall shortly demonstrate its abilities on, if I can get it in the right place. Now bear in mind this is off ModHub, this bulker. See if I can get it in the right place to do it. There we go. ModHub past bulker with sugar beet coming through the floor. Now you tell me how that passed Giant's test and when that can do that. Tomorrow morning, Sam. 7 o'clock. Next one. Just think what would make it even more pathetic, time-lapse.
Never. Still shocked for that trailer, you know.
Yeah. Would you like a screenshot of that, Nathan? What I just had there? Just in case, for any reason, maybe?
Or if he wants a screenshot of a floating stamp on the map that was released yesterday,
Yeah.
you can use the one that it is on your Discord, yeah.
Yeah, I've also got screenshots of a floating tree off another map they passed. Nothing this end, guys, that's YouTube. Certainly nothing to do with this end.
Well, YouTube's just died on Beck's iPad, so
Yeah,
be warned.
I've got no drop frames.
You know, the whole app for Beck just disappeared.
Yeah, certainly nothing on this end. Why have I got a horrible feeling there's going to be one row of sugar beet left all the way down the field?
Whoa, live stream offline. Yep.
I also have Dal in here and Milton in here with me in TeamSpeak. This is single player on here. No one else on this map with me. It's, yeah, refresh guys, it's YouTube. It's nothing to do with what I'm doing. Right. Are we going to have a successful stream tonight then, guys? 197 subs at the moment. 3 more to get to 200. I'm guessing that YouTube died because my view count plummeted and it's now started to go back up again. So we had Twitch earlier doing it, now we've got YouTube doing it tonight. It's good. PC hasn't, time-lapse. Or if it has, that's probably news to Nathan.
Alright, back in a sec.
Okay.
Right.
It hasn't taken as long as I thought to get this sugar beet lifted on here. Yeah, I think there's something in that, Will. There's a lot of people like British maps. How they're laid out and just the feel of them, I think. Oakfield failed again, time-lapse. So that'll be back in for testing very shortly. Oh, Bank Holiday Monday over here. Well, I don't know if it is in Germany.
It is on the 1st of May. Like we do.
Ah, so maybe some mods drop Monday then.
Let me check.
Let's hope not, Nathan, this time. And what could they possibly fail the PC version for this time? That wasn't on VF's live stream last night. I think that was on Dave's. That one. When exactly bugs could be 1174.
Yep, they have the on the 1st of May.
Right, so not a hold in Germany on Monday then, so you may get a drop. Well, you may get a pleasant surprise that Metagroove doesn't fail. Very pleasant surprise. Rest assured, Nathan's trying his hardest to get onto console for you. It's just unfortunate we can't actually test it on console how you can test it on PC before it's put in. Yeah, it sounds something when you have to call it just the normal material issue. Yeah, I have seen Chris's pictures, Stephen. I'll hold you to that, Nathan. I have a good memory when people promise me money. I think that means Nathan's now going to be hoping that fails so he doesn't have to spend £5. Yeah, it does take a lot of patience to do a map. Okay, no problem. Now, I didn't agree to that one, Nathan. And as I didn't suggest that idea, that ain't happening. Some of us just contributed a large amount of money to HM Revenue Customs. The price has gone down a bit this time. Sugar beet's going down in price. Alright, better get this field done then. So we'll switch maps on here at some point when the right one arrives. I do like this map. Look at the ornamental sugar beet falling through the bottom of the lorry again. Makes you wonder who tested this. Yeah, I did look at Air Island, Stephen. That is a good map, but for what I'm doing in videos and that, there's just a few little niggles on it. Well, once they're sorted, we'll be fine. Just makes it difficult to do a series on when you've got little niggles like some of them were. I aren't going to knock the map because of it though. They've done a fantastic job with it. If they get it sorted, I'll take another look at it. Reassuring if that didn't get tested on the mod hub, that one.
Right back.
Okay. I turn the light on in here a minute. It's just gone very, very dark again.
That means it'll be with me in about an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, I am following progress on Air Island, Stephen, through Facebook. I am on their page. Just following that. Or on that page, I should say. No, it's not out. Thing is, Will, that isn't one of Giant's mods. That is someone else's, and they passed it like that. Oh, that is more on more than just that one mod site, Stephen. I found it. Yeah, that's a 6-fold map, is it? Air Island?
Yeah, that's a big old map.
That's more than 4-fold, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah, it must be because it's like 2 maps in one, isn't it?
Yeah. Sure, it says 6-fold when that was being developed. That's interesting, Stephen. Grazing mod on Air Island. I wasn't aware that was converted for 19 yet. Copy and paste, Nathan, from the last one. Yeah, I think myself, Dal and GD spent several hours on there looking around it when that came out, didn't we? That night?
Oh yes.
Oh, you won't see the file list time lapse. But the map creator or whoever submitted the mod into Giants gets a list of all the failure points. So they know what to fix for the next time. I think I'm going to have to stay on the beat harvester because the helper's going to have fun with this shape of field. Yeah, it is, Stephen. So, I wouldn't knock Air Island at all. Done a really good job with it. The details on there. Be interested if that does go on FS UK. Kane Solar tries that FS UK they're on at the moment. Have they arrived on there yet, or are they elsewhere?
No, they're there's nothing on there for them.
No.
The only,
No.
the
No,
only
no.
Kane, the only Kane trailers for FS on FS UK, it is for FS 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Kane Trials FS17 only. At the moment, if you are seeing them on any sites, they're being converted privately. Yeah, I'd imagine so, Stephen. Be interested what FS UK testers made of it. There aren't any yet, Stephen. Not for 19. What there are, what is out there is private. You can put a link to it in chat if you want to, Nathan. I think it'll let you. Happens all the time, unfortunately, Stephen. People put mods out that aren't theirs. It's like people who try to convert some of Bullet Bill's maps across and some Oxy's maps across without permission. We know Oxy's had some brought across without permission. Well, it's a bit much when they do that sort of thing. Hey Ethan, how are you doing? Yep, Peterville's had issues as well with testing. Shaders and textures, I believe. I think you know a bit more about that one, Nathan, than we do. I don't think we'll get up to 2 million off that field, but we'll be far short. It's losing about, what have we lost about £10 to try and full at the moment. Yeah, the minute I saw Chellington FS19 I knew not to touch that one. And Sandy Bay 19, well, both of them are dodgy converts. Look how quick they came out after FS19 was launched. You know they're not going to be too brilliant if they're out that soon. Certainly is Will. Yeah, he seemed to be, Nathan. Well, behave yourself, Harvester. That needs sorting out, that little glitch. No, I won't go near any converts like that one, Stephen. Not unless they've been done by either Oxy himself or had been done by Bullet Bill on case of his maps, which we know isn't happening. That bad, is it, Nathan? So I didn't even look at him, Will. Yeah, there's an element in this community which are quite abusive at times. We'd like to think that'd be what happened time-lapse. Hey Funnybone, how we doing? Pleased to hear it. Do something about that rogue idiot brick down there, what fell through the trailer. I'll chuck in the woods for the pheasants. Something I have noticed is some of the what can be the toxic elements of the community do seem to come from console, unfortunately. Not a vast amount, but one or two comments I've seen from console players have been pretty nasty on Facebook. But any game player who abuses mod makers is just asking for problems. If you abuse a mod maker or map maker, well, they just say enough is enough and they won't make any more. So everyone loses out. I used to be a console player up till nearly a year ago. I never complained if we didn't get mods. Just made do with what we had. When I started playing these games, I couldn't afford PC. That's a good question, Stephen. Really don't know about that one. I know we've got the Halma Terra variant DLC coming out. Yeah, lucky Stephen. I just upgraded mine for something better than what I bought last year. This one should last me a long while. Hopefully. There's no telling what they've got in mind DLC wise. That's December 16 that I started to play. Yeah, I know there's a sort of a couple of new manufacturers in the mix as well. So we know about Class, and if anyone folded a couple of months back, there's Berthoud was announced as well, which is hardly surprising, given which group of companies they belong to. Berthoud belonging to the same parent group as Halma, Agrifac, one of the current in-game sprayer manufacturers, the blue and yellow one, Hardy, they all belong to the same parent group. So what I'll do is just empty this one out. We'll empty the halves as well and put on the help, or we're just going to look at these other fields and see which block we're going to buy. It's alright looking on that, but we're going to look around them. Not a brand of trials I know much about over here, Stephen. I think we should be fairly safe to put a helper on more or less on that longer block. Ish, maybe. We'll take Milton's favourite vehicle to go and look around the new land. Let's have a look around that block up near the yard first. The big block. So we would have had over £2 million now if I hadn't bought that baler earlier properly. Or by the time we'd finished this field anyway. Yep, I know where they come from, Stephen. Got the odd cane around this way, but not many silage variants of it. Up to a couple of years back, actually, one of the local farmers had a Red Rock telehandler. Right, let's go and find this mad vehicle for a look around these fields. So we know that one, because we've been on there and done the contract job. So we'll drive across these fields with this to have a look at them. So there's a block of 3 of that little one next to the yard there. One to our left. And that one there. So it's a decent sized field, this one again. If you want to come this close to the yard. Then there's this one. It's only 22 hectares, I think it was, for this field. Certainly is, Stephen. Just all one field with that hedge sort of down the middle there. A bit of an interesting shaped one. This one is on various mod sites, but I did do a review on them. This is the turbo version, or chipped version actually, I think. Something like 320 horsepower on this thing. Does 200 kilometers an hour. A little field there's in one block. Oh look, potatoes.
No thanks.
Well, you know we're going to end up buying a field with them in at some point, because of how this is set up through here. We've got these 3 fields here. One with this bit of game cover down the side of it. Interesting shaped fields over here. As long as it doesn't get stuck through a hedge again, this thing. Because it's lethal, this little buggy. Not in the pond, not in the pond. There's no way I won't put this in that pond. Got this field. I think you might come over this way, buying fields somehow, rather than those big ones near the yard. And let me know what you think on that one. Ooh, ramp. That's interesting. Now see what you got me doing, Milton. If I can keep in a straight line over that distance, it'll be a miracle with this thing.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. If anyone's of a slight dizzy disposition, please look away in about 5 seconds time. We did get a good distance. This does have some interesting characteristics to it. There's another field of potatoes there, which is field number 23.
What'd you do that poor Jeep?
Good one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Tell you, this thing is dangerous. If I see a ramp, I'm going to use it, basically. Okay, we've got another field of spuds in here. you can have some good fun with this, Steve, and I suggest you watch the mod review if you fancy a laugh. Although actually, if your ribs are sore, it's probably not a good idea to watch that.
Yeah.
Wait until your ribs are recovered a bit before you watch the mod review on these. Because that may hurt you a bit. You see what I've done with them? That's the field of sugar beet. I think not. I think we'll avoid 21 and 23. We've got this field here of canola. Another block. Which comes with this one. Yeah, this is the biggest one, engine-wise. Because if you get it up to speed, it is interesting. But finding somewhere long enough to get it up to speed is the problem with this. So as you can see, we're it's only got front brakes as well. Railway line there, don't want to hit that. I don't know if I can actually find anywhere long enough to get up to speed on here. There you go, 190 kilometers an hour. It's a quick little thing, this one. Right, let's get this back the other way. Enough messing around with it now. I've got that field as well in this. Quite know what that. Is this meant to be a placeable area of some description? Weird little bit of field. We need to get back to the beet harvester. There's no way you can ramp the trains on here with this thing though. One thing for certain, if you got the police chase with this, they'd never catch you. Well, at least it didn't go through the hedge collision that time when I done it. Yeah, I think the mod review of that is the last thing you want to watch if your ribs are hurting. Because it was not meant in any way to be a serious mod review when I done that one. Which is probably why it's not got very good high views on it. Compared to most of those ones. So it'll take us about 1.8 million now with this one. Good to get these beat done, then we get on with something else. Get straight back beside the harvester again. Once it's finished doing its funny shunting manoeuvres up this end. And it's missed a small bit of beat. Just can't get the staff. So I wasn't too keen to put a helper onto the harvester. It's going to miss bits. It's going to miss a few more there, I should think. Yep, I get them. There's not much left on this field now. Guess it's missed 2 sugar beet. Yep. 2 little beet plants. Don't know where it's off to, but probably got to reverse the full length of the field for some reason, having to help us. Yeah, getting there now, Tom. Got help with doing it. I'll set that going in the real short stuff in a minute, and we'll buy some fields. And yes, one of them will have potatoes in it. What is that helper doing? Answers on the postcard as to what that thing is doing up there. I don't know what it's doing except in costing me money at the moment, that thing. Oh, that's good, Tom. Getting there then. We better just get these first three off his corner. Once we get round this little bend here, we'll put the helper on the job. I never mentioned your wheel, SG. Is YouTube playing up again at all?
Quite for me.
Not for me.
Hey GD, how we doing? Guess what, it's not just YouTube playing up, it's Discord as well. Yeah, I've seen that one, William. I will. Getting that when it arrives. Good, thanks, GD. Are you planning on going again tonight? Not too big a chunk of this field left now. what time would you like to start, GD? More to the point. So I'll either stop at 8:30 or 9, depending on what you're doing, what your plan is. If you want to stop at 8:30, I'll stop then. If you want to stop at 9, I'll stop then. Not in this field, but we're buying one with potatoes in, so we will be doing some on here. I could almost feel Milton's eyes rolling at that point in despair. Okay, GD, I'll keep going for a little while then. Give us time to get this field finished tonight then. There isn't too much more on here. Ah! Like that, is it? I did think about doing something else tonight, but I thought no, I'll stick to this time. Get this field finished.
You know the Amazon sprayer, the big one? Was that off of Mod Hub?
The Pantera self-propelled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got an error. Driving dust error.
What sort of error?
There's no depth map available, but shape driving dust. Hero X1 smoke.
Oh, that one. There's
Yeah,
a lot of mods got that error.
What was that?
There's a lot of mods got that error. I've seen that on the few.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
But these went through their testing.
Because it would never surprise if I brought up the... Oh no, I've got GPS running, so it's not going to give anything there at the moment. So I've seen it on here a few times with mods. I don't think there is a field of potatoes and sunflowers, Tom. We'll fill this tank up, then we'll have a look at the fields while we leave a helper running for a few seconds. Probably GD. Is that conspiracy type stuff, Tom, at all? Tinfoil hats at the ready, that sort of thing?
Yes, yes. That sort of thing.
I mean, I wear mine most of the time now. It's quite comfortable. I'll just empty this out. Got a helper on board. At least these will be finished tonight. Grab those two. I mean, they're worth a lot of money, that one sugar beet. That's 3 litres. I mean, that 6 litres of beet there we just picked up might make all the difference. Ah, I see, Tom. Sound like Dell's sort of program, that one. Right, let's have a look at some fields then. No
It's
point.
quite interesting stuff though.
Yeah. Oh, we have got one block with sunflowers and potatoes in here. Trouble is, it's also got sugar beet in it. Got that little block in there. That block there. That one's 697,000 if we got that one. Hey Captain Simulation, how are we doing? And sugar beet and potatoes down the bottom there. Try to stay away from that big block up there. Okay, so that's one of these 3 blocks down here we'll look at then. 12, 13, 14 and 15, 16 and 22, or 21 and 23. The most likely. If you saw some of the people I've met, you'd more than believe in them. So let me know which of those fields you think we should go for. Got soy, sunflowers, potatoes and sugar beet in one block. Cotton and potatoes in another, and potatoes and sugar beet in the other. Good, thanks.
The one with soy and sunflower. It will give you more profit.
Yeah. Oh, behave yourself, helper. Oh dear. Ever want to see a horrible dance? You might do in a minute. You keep looking. Ain't that the truth, GD? So Tom says 24 and 20. What? No potatoes, Tom? Well, we've got some more contracts now and see how big the fields are, maybe. 24 and 20 aren't in the contracts, that's handy. 12, 13, 14, 15 are. 3 hectares, 8.18 hectares, 3.6, 4.4. I believe someone's been naming farm owners as radio DJs on here. We've got Jeremy Clarkson, Steve Wright, David Thomas, and Jeremy Vine as field owners. Okay, that answers that little one, doesn't it? So 24 and 20 being one suggested. It's actually one of the cheaper blocks, or more expensive blocks actually looking at. But no potatoes. Let's load off this harvester. All those fields that side need fertilising as well at the moment. Or we hang on to the money for now. So I might be hatching another little plan in my mind, we'll see. If I'm hatching plans, it never tends to end well. How close you have to get to this thing? Looks so good with those sugar beet coming through the floor. He's from Essex, Tom. You never know. I think he's paying attention at the minute, Tom. I think you might have got away with that.
No, not going to go there.
The beta certainly paid the way on there. Yeah, many of the things he's been called we can't actually put in the chat though, GD. They get me taken off air. Right, what fields need what doing to them now? That we do actually own. Because all bar field 1 and 5 are harvested now. Two needs ploughing. Oh joy. Okay. All the others are okay though, apart from that little corner of field 5. Trust us to own the only field that needs ploughing on the map. It's not one you can sell to get rid of either. Right. So that one will have to get the Fent going with the subsoiler on it. On there. So where is our Fent and subsoiler? There it is. Looks like we better have some diesel as well by that. I won't be buying it in this stream, Tom, but I will. If we do buy a field, I will do it during the stream. So I might have other ideas at the moment for that money. All shall become clear. Interesting. Definitely not buying a spaceship. Maybe we're not going to fill up the diesel. Okay. That's interesting. Why would it not let me fill my tractor up with diesel? Can't remember now, Stephen. Oh yeah, T7 I've looked at. If you mean the one on Forbidden Mods. I have got the AdBlue mod, but it is not installed on here at the moment. Won't be able to put this on the helper just yet because it could get an awful muddle on this field with the hedges. We do need to go back to the Scania again. It'll only put AdBlue in tractors with the AdBlue script already in them. So if the tractor doesn't have an AdBlue script, it won't do it. So something like this one would be okay. I think that's how I read it in the description. So if you look in the shop and that mentions AdBlue, it should take it on the Giant's tractor. So the telegraph poles don't have a collision on it, but the helpers still decide that it's not going to go through the pole. Wonderful. Oh, I do love the helpers on here sometimes.
Right, I'm disappearing, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Catch sometimes
Right,
more.
catch you later.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.
User disconnected from your channel.
Right, I go back on the helper again now, hopefully. And behave itself. Maybe. There's not too much left here now. I haven't seen them in 19 yet, Stephen. So I really can't get on with those Flegel ones what are in 19. An absolute nightmare, those things. You think the help would just use the GPS? Yeah, which mod hub though, Stephen? Because we all know there's a certain other website by the same name. There may be some mod ones out there somewhere on another site. So one more lorry full and that'll all be done. Finally. Had a feeling you might be lurking still. Lurking whilst getting your pyjamas on. At least we got all the beat done before the price dropped too badly. Thought you'd left us. 1174. Watching some idiots, or should I say, overpaid idiots kick a bag of wind around a patch of grass. And don't forget to wind the cat up and put the clock out, Dal, before you go to bed. Heard that one before, Milton?
What?
Have you heard that one before?
No.
Wind up the cat and put the clock outside.
Generally, it is the other way around.
Yeah. It's where you stick the key on the cat is the problem. Might make the cat's eyes water a bit. Especially if it's cold. So there should just be 2 widths left on there. And that beat halves can be returned before that costs us any more money. So we're not going to be doing any more sugar beet. Well, not at the moment. Well, it's quicker to do sugar beet than his potatoes, that's for certain. How come you can see the lorry's wheel marks but not the beet halves as wheel marks? I think the wheel marks coming off the harvester with the helper driving it. It's an interesting glitch of a helper. Bit like just leaving that one sugar beet there. Hey JF Gamer, welcome along. I'm afraid I don't speak your language either.
Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese.
Yeah, I had a feeling it might be Milton. Well, it says to help the completely messed up the GPS lines, I'm going to have to do this myself. Get this last little bit finished, and that'll do us for tonight. And here I'll hand over to GD. No telling where Chris might have got them from, Stephen. Don't get, sometimes us guys who do YouTube get given things to look at, test, play with, promote that you may not be able to get yet. Or may not be able to get, period, in some cases. Some people just like to see their mods being used on YouTube, but don't actually want to release them. Best thing to do is just have a look around some of the other mod sites, see if you can find them. Mod sites aren't as bad as what some people make out they are. As long as you don't mind elves, you're alright with some of them. Santa's Little Helper's got a nice little sideline going on the rest of the year, but I look at some of their website links what come up. It's not certainly not Santa's sack they're emptying. That's the last of our sugar beet. We'll go and sell this, then we'll be finishing. Might do another one at some point tomorrow, we shall see. No telling at the moment. Thought you'd hear that one, GD. And like that one. You probably thought to yourself, did he really just say that? So if you want to put a link into your streaming chat, you're more than welcome to, GD. So I'm now going to finish. I'll just return that harvester so it doesn't cost us any more money. That ain't cheap, what it's costing us. It just leaves us a lorry then, which we do need to keep for now. So I shall just mute you for a second there, Milton.
Okay.
Sound microphone muted.
So that's where we'll leave it for tonight on here. So as I say, I'll probably do at least one stream tomorrow. Not sure when yet, maybe might be tomorrow night, we might do an early one again. Just depends what's going on. But for now I'll hand you over into GD's capable hands if you want to watch, keep watching. Don't know what he's planning on doing at the minute, but I'm sure he'll fill us in shortly. So for now, I'll say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this stream, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye for now.